One light tower, one roll of film, one film camera, couple of hours today before my dance practice. Let's go and enjoy the wild North Sea. Okay, so did I mention that I'm after a lighthouse today? I think I did. So you might think it's going to be an ordinary lighthouse, which it is kind of, but not for me. It's a bit more than ordinary for me. I'll be throwing in some facts for you just to introduce you a bit more to the lighthouse. So the lighthouse is called Ruber Knude. It was for the first time lit in 1900. And it was active for half a century. Recently I got informed that it's going to be demolished. Demolition will start next year, and basically it's going to be removed because it cannot stand by itself anymore because of the sand that accumulated around it. So it's kind of special for me because the very first video that I made for YouTube, my landscape photography video, was on the same coast. I was going from Loken, which is a bit 3 hours actually of walking to the lighthouse, and I was trying to reach it, but unfortunately I couldn't at the time. So I really would like not to miss this opportunity. That's why I came here again, to try to shoot it. I'm going to basically try to document the lighthouse from everywhere I see it. It's going to take me 1 hour to get to the lighthouse, and I'm going to be walking along the coast, and basically I have pretty nice views all around here. It's midday, but it is how it is now, not the best conditions, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do with my film camera. So I'll try to capture it from the distance, I'll try to get closer to it. Maybe even in the evening I can catch some sunlight, sunset images, and yeah, we'll see. I'll get on my way now. I just got closer to the water, and I'm really feeling tempted to take images of these creases in the sand, as you can see right here. As such, I would really like to see how it looks on the film. Of course, I kind of have an objective of shooting only the tower today, but maybe to shoot the environment that's around, it's as well nice, right? Is it okay if I do it, guys? Is it okay if I take 1 or 2 shots of the surroundings? Because what's the funny thing is that if I would be with a digital camera, I would probably be just experimenting and trying to shoot multiple things, whatever attracts my attention. But now I feel that I should actually save the shots. I like it in a way. Okay, so I made a decision. I'll try not to overwhelm myself with all the possibilities that I can get and all the shots that I can get here in the beach. I'm just going to go to the tower as fast as I can. It should be half an hour away from me now, and get a shot of it. And then if I have extra shots left from those 10, I'll come back to the beach. Hopefully the light also will be better, because now it's middle of the day. It's pretty harsh light, which doesn't provide eye-pleasing images. Oops, let's try to run here. Okay, we made it. So yeah, that's the idea now. See you at the tower. Okay, so it seems, I really hope so, that I'm not trapped, but it actually might be. I didn't see any footsteps for a while now, and it's kind of a red flag for me. You can see here. That's the cliff, and that's the sea. What do you guys think? Should we try to make it? Oops, 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 oops. Let's try. There's a kind of spot that I really hope I can get to a beach again, because here we're walking on water. If I want to run up, it's basically clay. Actually, it's possible to walk on, not a biggie. Let's see. Now I understand why I got recommended to walk at the top of the cliff. Let's go. There's it, let's see. Yes! It seems that we have a bit of coast there. Yeah. Okay, so now, as you can see, I'm walking really close to the sea. What I'm hoping for is that there's going to be some ladder or some stairs that would get me at the top of the dune. As you can see, it's quite a way to get there. So first of all, I need to actually think and regroup a bit. Think what I'm actually doing. Am I climbing up this steep hill, or I'm going to continue going through the sea, continue falling? I think this is going to be my first shot in this location. I just want to have a memory of me falling and me trying to get to this tower, because basically there's no way I'm going to get through. I really hope so. I hope so. And I'll try to be more careful of all this, not to get extremely wet and not to get, yeah, really muddy. You know what, let's try to set up the tripod and let's try to take a shot. It might not mean anything to you guys, but it's going to be a nice memory for me. I really want some clay in the shot. And of course we have plenty of it here. What if I'm a bit lower? No. If we do it from a bit further. Yeah, okay. Black side out. We secure it. Number one. Yeah. Now I'll attach it to the camera body. Okay, now it's secure. Let's make sure my composition is okay. Isn't that beautiful? The next step is we take the light meter app. This time I'm going to point towards the scene. Aperture, let's make it fast. We have 400, the fastest shutter. So let's see, the aperture is going to be f11. ISO 100. We tap and we get 1/20th of a second. Just make sure 1/20th, 1/15. If I point to the sun, I get 1/25th. If I point to these rocks, I get 1/20th. I think we'll stick with 1/20th. Actually, we don't have it, so we'll make 15. So, and since I messed up previous time with the shooting procedure, it's totally new thing for me. I don't want to have any problems with the back rotating or the exposure problems or anything like this. So I have a little list. Pull out the tripod, mount camera, connect the remote shutter, I don't have that yet, cock the camera, done, compose, done, rotate back for portrait or landscape. We are shooting. We're going to make portrait, that's why it's important to twist the film back into portrait mode. Done. Let's read the next steps. Focus. Focus lock if needed. We don't need that. Metering. We metered aperture and shutter. Let's try. So we said f11, 1/20th, right? Let's see. F11. Let's make 15. The next step is pull the dark slide. Basically take an image. Yeah. Let's do it. First shot for today. I'm still stranded here in between these dunes. I might actually have to climb up later. I have no other choice. But before that, I'll take a shot. All we need to do now is wait for a nice wave. It might take a while. Done. Now the procedure is to put the... There you go. Okay, now the wildest one is coming. Okay, of course. Dark slide back in. Oppa. Let's wind it. Ready for number 2. As we know, tripods don't like sand. That's why I used my banana oat cookie bag and wrapped it around the legs, as I'm going to be using it as my walking pole to climb up this hill. My goal is to go around there, and possibly end up right there. Long way to the top. It feels like it's sunset already. The sun is going down. Of course, it's until sunset is like 3 or so hours. But I really don't have time. I really don't have much time because of my dance practice. I was planning to just stay here for 3 to 4 hours. And where I am now, I'm in the middle of the sand dune, which is steep as hell. And it's really fragile. My leg just basically... I'm totally wet, full of sand. And I'm only less than halfway up. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. It seems really that someone doesn't want me to go to the tower. It's surprising. But not today. Not today. Today I must reach it, right? Yep, halfway. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's why I'm not taking any other camera than GoPro. You couldn't possibly be in this position and film myself. God damn it, my tripod got sandy everywhere. Last meters to the top. Okay guys, finally I made it. This is the most difficult thing I did during a photo shoot. My mouth is full of sand, my hair is full of sand. My tripod, if not my tripod, man, I really don't know what I would be doing. This tripod. Look at this guy. That's where I climbed up. Last steps were like, I'm either going to die or I'm going to make it, and I made it. And that's what we were after. The lighthouse. That's it, it's over. I'm finally here. There's a path that I can go along. I'm making a shot here right now. So I just set up. The idea is just to capture the lighthouse from a distance, and it's a really nice dune right here in the foreground, and I'm just going to wait for a nice light and capture this scene. So as I'm waiting for a good light, maybe I can just talk a bit. I was really saving the shots. I could have easily taken the images in the very beginning down there with the nice grooves in the sand, but I was really saving those. I don't really have an idea how I'm going to be shooting all those 10 images, but we'll see. So still waiting for a light. Yeah. The thing is that the light tower is 1 hour away from the bus stop that will take me home. Now it's approximately 4 o'clock. I need to be back home at 8, otherwise I don't make it to the class. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yeah, cannot talk with you so much, guys, right now because I'm running to the tower. So the sun is really setting really fast. Okay, the sun is behind the clouds now. Probably will not come out. I will not get any light here in the foreground. That's a bit sad, but I'll take a shot anyway. Right now, 1, 2. Closer shot. Closer to the tower. As you can see, the tower is behind me. There's a bunch of people taking pictures as well. It's quite late, so the sun is down. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I didn't make a portrait mode before. This time I will do it. Okay, dark slide out. Settings are the same like previous shot. Let's take an image. Currently I'm in frame 6. I found this other composition. This is how it's going to look. It's going to be a portrait position, right? Let's remember to turn this one. Double check the focus. You guys should see the ground glass, or how it's called. It's full of sand. Hopefully it's cleanable. So yeah, shot number 6 in 1, 2, 3. Up. Changing heads, trying to shoot some, not landscape shots, but the shots of the building itself here. This is the mirror that's bouncing the light towards the sea. Let's run quickly around. I'm going to make just a quick shot. I have 7th shot. I have an idea to take image of these rails. My phone tells me, my app tells me that I'm going to have to use the bulb mode or the time mode, and the exposure times are quite long. As you can see, 2 seconds effort. Oops. Just so you guys feel that you're on the tower with me. Basically, that's what the shot is for. And I'm really in a rush. I have maybe 20 minutes to here, and then I need to run all the way down to the town down there. Okay? So, how are we going to do? We're going to press it and count to 2. 1. Dark slide. Dark slide. Don't forget. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good job. Probably it's going to be overexposed because I forgot how to, didn't think how to cock the lever. But basically it's either here, or you can do it with aperture ring turning slightly. So you know it next time. Okay, so here I'm being told it's going to be a 4-second exposure. I'm at the top of the light tower, pointing my camera towards the path that I took to come here. It was supposed to be 1 hour walk. Took me good 4 or 3 hours. This is how it's going to look. Yeah, let's make it like we did before. 4 seconds this time. Now to have my GoPro in the shot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Dark slide out. I like this camera. This is smarter body than the previous one. It wouldn't let me shoot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, there's no B-roll in between, I'm sorry about that. I'm still at the lighthouse. I have like 10 more minutes to be here, and I think I'm going to experiment with long exposures. I have 2 more shots and I don't want to come back home with those. I want to use them here, so I'm going to try to make a long exposure. I'm at f11. And I'm going to create an exposure of 2 minutes. That's what my phone told me, so we'll see how it goes. We have some nice clouds in the background. Let's see if they are moving. Okay, see. It's going to be the last shot before I dash to the town and take a bus home. I could have taken the very first shot in the beginning of ripples in the sand, but I didn't. That's why I have to stand in the dark now and try to imagine what kind of exposure it should be. Before I made 3-minute exposure, I added 1 more minute because it was getting dark. So what do I have now is I'm maybe a kilometer away from the tower, and there's a nice road that's leading towards it, the one that I'm walking away from the tower, and it's a gravel road, and it's directly leading to it. I hope you can see the tower somewhere down there in the middle. So that's what I'm trying to look through my camera. I'm going to make probably the same exposure as I did before, around 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Focus to infinity. Pulling out the dark slide. Wait, it's going to be... My plan was to make a portrait actually, so... Again, let's not forget to twist it. Dark slide out. And I will start timer. Probably I'll make 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes exposure. You have to turn off the flash so it doesn't interrupt my exposure. Bye bye. Done. My longest exposure so far. It's been 5 minutes, as you can see, number 10. I'm going to wind the film up. Oops. I'm going to pack up, go, continue on the path.